What's shaking, Court Crew? Shout out to the Court Nation. It's Court Millions. Like and subscribe. Gonna have a lot of knowledgeable content coming. Sit back, kick your feet up, and enjoy the video. Kind regards.
You're saying that we should be able to upload our consciousness?
Yeah, the technology will exist to upload your consciousness onto a computer.
Holy.
That's true immortality. That's the closest thing you'll get to true immortality. It's probably going to become a very natural path for most humans.
What would it even be uploaded into? Like a cloud?
Yeah, it'd be uploaded to a cloud.
Do you think that you can experience life by uploading your consciousness to a cloud?
Eventually, yeah, if you uploaded and then you could download into a humanoid robot, then you would experience the real world like any other world. Or you could continue in some kind of simulated universe, play a video game in the cloud kind of thing.
What do you think happens when you die?
Elon always talks about we live in a simulation. As AI has gotten better at better simulating the world, it's making me think more and more that we probably live in a simulation.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
You think a year is 365 days? Well, not quite. Let me blow your mind. A year, what we call a year, is supposed to be the time it takes Earth to go around the sun once. But here's the catch. It's actually 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes, and 46 seconds long. Yeah, that extra time is why we have leap years every 4 years, adding an extra day in February. But it gets crazier. Because Earth's orbit isn't perfectly circular, our speed changes throughout the year. Sometimes we move faster, sometimes slower. And if you measure a year differently, like by counting when Earth is in the same spot relative to the stars, a sidereal year, it's 20 minutes longer than the one on your calendar. Oh, and by the way, Earth's rotation is slowing down, so days are actually getting longer over millions of years. Meaning, in the distant future, your birthday might not even be in the same season. So next time you celebrate New Year's, just remember, you're off by almost 6 hours every year.
Do you know that in 1994, a small town called Oakville in Washington was hit by a strange rain? A sheriff on patrol saw it wasn't water, it was a jelly-like slime that smeared across his windshield. The next morning, people found gooey blobs all over town, dozens got sick, scientists tested the substance and said it contained human white blood cells, but then the samples mysteriously vanished. It happened 6 times in 2 weeks, and no one ever figured out what it was. To this day, it's still a total mystery.
What if someone told you that in the 1950s, a teenage engineer in England built a working flying saucer, powered not by gas, but by magnetism, and that this invention could unlock limitless clean energy? His name is John Searle, an eccentric inventor, a dreamer, and according to some, a man decades ahead of his time. He called it the Searle Effect Generator, or SEG, a toroidal device using rotating magnetic rollers, creating lift, propulsion, and supposedly free energy. No wires, no fuel, no emissions, just pure electromagnetic resonance. But that's not all. Searle claimed his flying craft took off, flew at thousands of miles per hour, and even left Earth's atmosphere. He even spoke of being abducted by extraterrestrials, but not as a victim, as a collaborator. He said the knowledge came to him in dreams, from a universal intelligence, that the SEG could tap into the Earth's own magnetic field, like a tuning fork for the cosmos. But over the decades, his work was ridiculed, shut down, and stolen. He was arrested, his labs raided, and still, he persisted. Today, some call him a fraud, others, a forgotten genius. But one thing's for sure. If John Searle is right, then the future has already been invented, and it's waiting to be rediscovered.
The world is not what you have been told. We once had access to free energy, and they've been lying to us ever since. There is significant evidence showing that Nikola Tesla was on course to changing our universe forever. In the early 1900s, Tesla developed a technology called the Wardenclyffe Tower. This was more than just a transmission tower. Tesla designed it so it was able to wirelessly transmit electricity across the globe. By harnessing the Earth's natural energy, he was able to power his home and devices without a single wire. But here is where it gets dark. Tesla's invention threatened powerful individuals who controlled the energy market. J.P. Morgan, who initially funded Tesla, pulled the plug on the project when he realized that free energy couldn't be metered or monetized. But it gets even stranger. Tesla's lab mysteriously burnt down and many of his notes and prototypes disappeared. Tesla's discoveries went beyond just wireless electricity. He hinted at tapping into what he called radiant energy, a limitless source of power derived from the very fabric of space itself, similar to what modern scientists refer to as zero-point energy.
Did you know that you are the only living person on Earth right now, and everyone else is just a product of your imagination? Listen carefully, you'll be shocked. There's a theory where you are actually the only living person right now, the only consciousness that truly exists. It's called the egg theory. Your family, friends, the strangers you pass on the street, all of them exist because your mind doesn't want to feel alone. But here's the eerie part of this theory. Since you are the sole true consciousness, you will live every possible life that has ever existed and will ever exist. You will be reincarnated, born billions and billions of times until you have lived every individual's life, and then you can hatch this egg and become a god. The entire universe was created as an egg for the main character, which is you. Once you have lived every human life ever, you will be born as a god. Every time you hurt someone, you are hurting yourself. It may sound horrific, but you wouldn't know if you've already lived billions of lives. You've probably already lived over 1 billion and you just don't remember. You probably lived your mother's life. Cousins, the stranger across the street. In reality, you are me and I am you. So every single person you know and will ever know was you.
What if I told you outer space isn't up there? It's down below. A few years ago, independent researcher Tyler Schmerkenheiser set out to prove that the ocean floor is a lie. Using a one-of-a-kind sub with a hyper-alloy composite hull, he dove deeper than anyone before. What he found was not a seabed, but an endless abyss. No bottom, no rock, just a swirling void. Inside, he saw things no one was supposed to see. Bioluminescent creatures shifting shape. Translucent beings with massive eyes, and those eyes were watching him, like they knew. Then came the real shock. He passed through the void and entered a hidden world beneath the ocean. Standing there were human-like beings. Were they ancient, alien, or something else? Have we been lied to about what's at the bottom of the sea? We keep looking up, chasing stars, chasing planets, but maybe we've been facing the wrong way. Maybe the real secrets are under the waves. Not in space, but in the abyss. What are they hiding?
So I was curious the other day and found this online. McDonald's sells 6.5 million burgers in one single day. That's 195 million burgers a month. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't see cows lined up around every corner waiting to be turned into patties. I mean, seriously, do the math. Even if you stretched one cow into a bunch of burgers, you're still talking millions of cows just to keep up every day. So I started asking myself, where are all these cows coming from? Is there some secret super ranch hidden underground? Are they growing cows in labs, cloning meat behind closed doors? People laugh it off, but think, when was the last time you even saw a cow farm big enough to supply this madness? And don't say imported beef, because even globally, the numbers don't add up smooth. And look, I'm not saying it ain't real meat. I'm just asking the question no one wants to. What the hell are we eating? Because if it ain't cows, then what is it? Remember, I'm not insinuating anything. I am simply asking a question.
There was this video on TikTok going all like viral everywhere because it was a graveyard worker, and he said that his video he had to take down because he would get fired.
Why?
Real tinfoil. Because when he was working one day, he said that they had to dig up a body like from the ground for some reason. He has a longer video explaining everything.
Yeah.
But when he said when he picked it up, there was like it was light and had nothing in it, right? And then he opened it and there was nothing in it. And he went to his boss. He said, "Oh, boss, where did the bodies go? Like, there was supposed to be a body here." The boss said, "Don't ask questions you're not ready to hear the answers for."
And what was there?
And I'm like, "No, there was nothing there." But it's like the whole like thing I'm trying to get to is like, you know, the KFC commercial, how they dip the body in like in the gravy and it came out a chicken. Like McDonald's, I just found out McDonald's has contracts with like hospitals.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
For what?
No, it's like, I don't know. That's why I don't know. But McDonald's has contracts with hospitals, and I'm like, yo, there's been stories where a mom finds like a tooth in the McDonald's Happy Meal burger and shit like that. So like connecting to the KFC, we are chicken. Is it trying to say that like, oh, they're feeding, we're the mystery meat? Like, are we the mystery meat?
Have you ever heard about the hole to hell in Siberia? Yeah, this story is real. Back in the 1980s, a group of Russian scientists were drilling deep into the earth trying to study the earth's crust. They drilled over 14 kilometers down, deeper than any drill had ever gone before. And that's when things got weird. First, their instruments started glitching. Temperatures spiked to over 1,000 degrees Celsius, way higher than expected. Then, they lowered a microphone. What they heard was terrifying. Not just heat or rocks shifting. They said they heard screaming, actual human screams, like thousands of voices in agony. The recording supposedly leaked and became known as the sounds from hell. It's out there, you can hear it yourself. But shortly after, the government shut everything down. The team disappeared. The research files vanished. Some people believe they drilled into another realm, a layer of the earth that was never supposed to be touched. And the audio, maybe it wasn't hell, maybe it was a prison, and we just cracked the door open.
A bottle of water is $1 at the store, $2 at the gym, $4 at the airport, and $7 on a damn flight. Same water, different price tag. Why? It ain't about the water, it's about where it's at. See, when you feel like people ain't seeing your value, it ain't because you ain't worth much. It's because you in the wrong spot. Maybe you ain't around the right crowd. Maybe you stuck in a place that ain't built to recognize what you bring. So next time you feel underestimated, stop doubting your worth. Ask yourself, where am I standing? Because if a damn bottle of water can be worth $7 just by switching its location, imagine what happens when you put yourself in the right place. Stop settling. Find where your value matches your ambition. And don't waste time trying to convince people who ain't got the vision to see it. Keep it moving. Sometimes you gotta leave to level up. If you made it this far, drop a 100 in the comments and hit that follow button, cause this account is for you.
That's a wrap until next time. Keep rising, keep grinding, and keep shining like the sun. Every ending is a new beginning. I gave y'all that fire, now go light up the world. Stay up, stay up, stay up.